Hi, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I am again at a new angle. Welcome to my channel of inconsistency. I realized today that I literally have a window in my room and I never film sitting in front of the window. And this is for a couple reasons. One, if people walk by, they'll just see me sitting here talking and I don't want people to see me. But I was like, why don't I just try it out, because maybe the lighting is gonna look better than anything I've been able to accomplish with just the lights in my room. The second thing is that I live in California, so you would think that the lighting would be amazing, but it has been raining and stormy and awful. So that's what I'm dealing with today. So I don't have a ton of natural light, but I am attempting this. We'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna base this on how many people walk by and see me doing this and how uncomfortable that makes me. So hopefully no one walks by and no one sees me and we can keep doing this and hope for better weather days so that the lighting is better. Yeah, someone's coming right now. That didn't last long. So today's video, I want to do like a natural everyday makeup look that would be really perfect for you if you work in an office and you can't wear like a full face, or if your job doesn't allow you to wear a full face, or if it's not practical or logical for you to do a purple smoky eye every day and full coverage mascara. That's what I'm going for today. I think that most of the products that I grabbed for this video are actually affordable, so that's really great. The first thing I'm gonna do is take my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer, and I'm gonna use this just so that my face doesn't get greasy throughout the day. I have dry skin, but I've noticed in the last couple weeks that my skin at the end of the day has looked really, I don't even wanna say oily. It's just looked dewier than it ever has before by the end of the day. And I'm still not sure if I like that. So I still use mattifying products. This primer, I've talked about it before, is very thick. And whenever I put primer on my face, look at how red I turn. So far, I'm not sure if I'm digging this lighting, because it looks like everything behind me is really bright and that I'm really dark. And now you can see my entire room too. Anyway, no one asked, nobody cares. So for my foundation today, since I am going for a light natural look, I'm actually going to be using this Maybelline BB Pure cream. I love this. Like, before I was really into makeup, I never wore foundation because I didn't think that I needed something that full coverage, or I just didn't really like it. So I'm going to use this, but I'm going to mix it with this NYX Liquid Illuminator because I love mixing like a highlighting product like this underneath a lightweight or light coverage foundation, because it gives you a really nice glow without being like super in your face. To mix these together, I am going to use the back of my hand. I normally don't like doing that because I feel like it wastes the product. That's what we're working with. The BB cream is in the shade 110 Light Medium, and then this illuminator is Gleam. They have a couple of these. A beauty blender is not really an affordable product, so that's one of the things in this video that isn't completely affordable. They are like $20. I think they're worth it, but if you've never tried one or you're really happy with the way that your foundation applies with whatever method you use, then keep doing that and don't spend the $20. So we're just gonna blend this in. Don't expect full coverage from this at all. If you've never used a BB cream or you don't know what the difference is, it's basically just a tinted moisturizer, and this is in a sheer finish. So it's definitely giving me some coverage and covering up that pink. I don't use this when I'm interested in full coverage or removing all the blemishes from my skin. This is really nice during summer because you don't want to sweat off all your makeup. Make sure you blend down the neck so you don't get a line. I also like to go onto my ears a little bit just to make sure that my ears match. So I really like this BB cream. I think that it has a really natural and lightweight finish, but my skin still looks smoothed out. A lot of the pink is gone, other than on my eyes, but I'm gonna deal with that in a little bit. The illuminator does just give you the most subtle glow ever, and I'm not so sure if you can tell, but my skin does look like pretty radiant. On the back of my hand where I put the BB cream, you can definitely see like a little bit of sheen. It is a little bit glittery, like it's little itty bitty tiny glitters. So if you're not into that, you probably won't like this, but it's not in your face, it's not over the top. Okay, I'm gonna conceal next, and I'm not gonna use like Tarte Shape Tape or anything like that because that would look so ridiculous on top of a BB cream like this that isn't high coverage. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Coverall. Despite its name, I don't really think that this foundation covers all. It looks like it has good coverage when you're putting it on, but when you blend it out, it's really not high coverage at all. but it does get the job done. I do want to cover up some of the redness under my eyes, so I think it's good for that. It does dry a little bit quickly. I probably should have just done one eye at a time. So that covered up a little bit more of the redness without just completely becoming cakey and gross. I know that my eyelids are still red. I'm gonna deal with that. So because this is a natural everyday look, I'm not gonna contour, and I'm probably not gonna bronze unless I really feel like something's missing. God, my eyebrows look bad. I need to get those done. But anyway, I'm not gonna contour or bronze. I'm just gonna go straight for blush. Actually, I'm not gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this Physicians Formula Happy Booster, which I think is so cute. It has a lot of different colors in here so that they blend really nicely together and you get a really pretty color. And there are some like sort of brown tinted lighter colors so that you're not gonna get anything that's like way too intense. I do think it just adds a really nice sort of natural blush to your cheeks. And because my skin is a little bit pink and I didn't use a full coverage foundation, this doesn't add too much pink back into my skin. I am gonna add a little bit of highlight. I'm not gonna go over the top with a blinding highlight like I do in a lot of my videos and a lot of the makeup that I wear. I'm gonna use this NYX Bright Idea Illuminating Stick. This is what it looks like. It is a cream formula that you can just put on like with this. They do have a couple shades of this. There's a purple, there's a darker color. I think that they might have a white color as well. And I saw this and I just had to have it. This is the shade Chardonnay Shimmer. I love when things are named after wine. I don't know why, but I love it. And so I'm gonna go directly onto the skin with this, and I'm just gonna kind of really lightly apply some up here and blend it out with the Beauty Blender so that it's not in a harsh line exactly where I put it on my skin. So you can see it adds a little bit of highlight, but without being too much. When it's just straight on, you can't really see it, but when it hits the light, there is that shimmer. You could probably apply this with a brush if you wanted to as well, like take a brush and put it on here and stipple it onto your face. Just a really natural, I think, highlight that you can really only see when it hits the light. God, there's more people outside. They're gonna see me. I like highlighter on my nose, so I am just gonna add a quick little bit of highlighter on my nose. A lot of people don't like nose highlight, but I love it. Okay, let's move on to eyes. To cover up some of this redness and to put down a base for our shadow, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Eyelid Primer. This has a really lightweight formula, but I also feel like it does a decent job. It's not as good as the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I wouldn't expect it to be though. It also does cover up some of the redness that was on my eyelids. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna be using my Morphe 35O palette. There has been a little bit of a controversy lately with Morphe. Some people are just like really not into the quality. They are, I'm pretty sure, produced in China. So there is some controversy there. If you don't wanna buy Morphe products, you don't have to. I think this was $24 and you get 35 colors. This is the original palette, so there's a mixture of matte shades in here and shimmer shades. I really like this palette. I don't feel like there's a problem with blendability. They are a little bit chalky, but they're not really, really high-end shadows. I'm gonna start with this shade right here for my transition. Because we're doing something natural, I don't wanna go too dark and intense. And because I love like warm brown colors, that's what we're gonna stick with today. And I'm not applying a lot because I do want this to be wearable and to have this be a little bit more natural. Now that that's in, I'm gonna enhance it and darken it just a tiny bit with this dark brown. Actually, I'm gonna take this one. This one is a little bit more gray. I'm gonna go into this and just darken that up a tiny bit. But like I said, the Morphe shadows are a little bit chalky. They do kick up powder when you dip into them, but I've never had like a problem with blendability of them. I really like the shimmer shades in this palette as well. And so I just darkened that up a tiny little bit. I'm really not going for anything dramatic. And then for all over my lid, I'm gonna take this really light, peachy, light pink shade. It is shimmery, but I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna apply it all over the lid. It's really subtle, and I think it just adds a little bit of glam and a little bit of sparkle without being over the top. I'm taking a little bit of that kind of gray brown color, the second one I added to my crease, and I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of it on my lower lash line. And that's all I'm gonna do for eyeshadow. If you wanted to add a thin line of black liquid liner, I think that that would look really nice. If you wanted to add some brown liner, I think that would look really nice as well. For mascara, I'm gonna take Maybelline Great Lash. I've been using this mascara since I started wearing makeup. I used this mascara in high school. I go and reach for it every time I'm at the drugstore and I'm out of it, just because I think it's a staple in my makeup collection. I like to wear this on days when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, but I want my eyelashes to have something on them and to help open up my eyes. And then I'm just gonna take whatever was left on the wand and just add a tiny bit to my lower lashes as well. The last thing I'm gonna do is lips, and I'm gonna take this Essence lip liner in the shade In the Nude, and I'm gonna put this all over my lips. And then I'm gonna top that with this Butter London Lippy Gloss. This is in the shade Hot Toddy. And I think that by staying a little bit nude here, you're still keeping the look really wearable, but the gloss is gonna add some interest. It's gonna be glamorous. And so like I said, most of the products in this video are really affordable. Butter London is not a particularly affordable brand, so use whatever kind of nude pink lip gloss that you have. What's interesting about this is that the wand is like a nail polish wand, and this is a really goopy lip gloss. It does have some pigmentation to it, but not too much, but it's thick. So like I said, this does have a little bit of pigmentation to it, not too much. It's really pretty and glossy. It is sticky though, and I think I've talked about this product before in another video of mine. It is sticky. Lots of lip glosses are. Now I'm just gonna set everything down with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. Okay, and we are done. I think that this turned out really pretty, really natural. It looks really sophisticated to me, because you've got some glam, you've got some interest, there's a little bit of depth in the eyes. There's a little bit of shimmer, your lashes are fanned out. I think the shine on the lips really brings it all together. If you don't like lip gloss, you don't have to put on a gloss. You could wear something matte. You could even do a red lip here, and I think that it would still look really sophisticated and daytime appropriate because the eyes are so toned down. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you liked this look, if you liked the naturalness of it, if you liked the wearability. Please let me know. Let me know if you want me to do more quick light makeup videos. I would like to do like a 5-minute face video, because I think that those are really cool, really interesting, really practical for lots of people. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.